Gary Cooper is among classic Hollywood's most recognizable and acclaimed actors, widely known for his naturalistic and authentic acting style. Named the 11th greatest screen legend by the American Film Institute, Cooper built a successful career spanning over 30 years. With 2 shiny Academy Awards proudly displayed on his shelf and not 1, not 2, but 3 more nominations, Cooper wasn't just an actor, he was a maestro of the silver screen. In 1961, the icing on his illustrious career cake came in the form of an Academy Honorary Award. Picture this, for 23 years straight, he was a fixture in the top 10 film personalities, and for a dazzling 18 years, he ruled the roost as one of the highest-grossing stars. The American Film Institute crowned him the 11th gem in the dazzling constellation of the 25 greatest male stars of classic Hollywood cinema. But despite all this, there is some untold truth that you might not know about the legend. Join us today as we talk about everything you didn't know about the legend Gary Cooper. And please let us know which other legend you would like us to cover. Frank James Cooper was born in Helena, Montana on May 7, 1901, destined for greatness. Born into an English family, he was the younger of 2 sons to Alice and Charles Henry Cooper. Charles, hailing from Houghton Regis, Bedfordshire, wasn't just a father, he was a powerhouse, a prominent lawyer, rancher, and even a Montana Supreme Court justice. His mother hailed from Gillingham, Kent, and married Charles in Montana. The family story takes an exciting turn in 1906 when Charles acquires the sprawling 600-acre 7-barn cattle ranch a stone's throw from Helena. It's not just a ranch, it's a playground for young Cooper and his elder brother Arthur during those sun-kissed Montana summers. Horses, hunting, and fishing became their daily rhythm as they embraced the ranch life. Frank James Cooper, or just Cooper as we know him, didn't start his journey on the red carpets. Instead, he trotted into education at Central Grade School in Helena, laying the foundation for the legend he would become. In a quest for an English education, Alice orchestrated a journey back to the motherland in 1909 for her sons. Let's imagine this, Frank James Cooper and his brother stepping onto the soils of England, bound for Dunstable Grammar School in Dunstable, Bedfordshire. Their residence during this chapter of adventure? None other than the welcoming abode of their father's cousins, William and Emily Barton, nestled in Houghton Regis. Cooper's academic palate expanded with a dash of Latin, a sprinkle of French, and a generous helping of English history at Dunstable, shaping his intellect until 1912. While he gracefully waltzed into English school routines and embraced social graces, there was a slight hiccup, those formal Eton collars. They never quite made it onto Cooper's list of favorites. A young Cooper donned in Eton collars yet thriving in the academic arena. His confirmation in the Church of England at the Church of All Saints in Houghton Regis on December 3, 1911 added a touch of tradition to his journey. However, the adventure took a turn in August 1912 when Alice, alongside her sons, set sail back to the United States. Cooper resumed his educational endeavors at Johnson Grammar School in Helena, marking another chapter in the making of a legend. At the tender age of 15, Cooper's life took a twist when a car accident left him nursing a hip injury. Now, what does any determined young lad do on a doctor's advice? Head back to the 7-barn ranch, of course. But here's the kicker, the prescribed therapy wasn't your typical medicine, it was a generous dose of horseback riding. Well, that innovative approach left him not only with healed hips but also an unmistakable stiff walk and a slightly angled horse riding swagger. Who knew healing could be so adventurous? High school didn't quite hold Cooper's attention for long. After a mere 2 years at Helena High School, he decided to spice things up a bit and traded textbooks for a cowboy hat. Imagine this, a young Cooper leaving the school corridors behind to embrace the dusty trails of the family ranch as a full-time cowboy. It's a scene straight out of a Wild West movie. But wait, the plot thickens in 1919 when dear old dad pulls some strings, arranging for his son to attend Gallatin County High School in Bozeman, where English teacher Ida Davis encouraged him to focus on academics. She wasn't just teaching, she was the catalyst for Cooper's academic journey, nudging him towards debates and dramatics. Cooper himself later hailed Davis as the woman partly responsible for giving up cowboying and going to college. Who would have thought a hip injury would set the stage for such a cinematic narrative? In the roaring 1920s, Cooper was not just a high school student, he was a man on a mission to explore the artistic realms. In 1920, while still rocking the high school scene, he decided to spice up his academic journey by diving into 3 art courses at Montana Agricultural College. Now, what fueled this artistic fire? It was ignited years earlier by the mesmerizing Western paintings of legends like Charles Marion Russell and Frederick Remington. Fast forward to 1922, and Cooper decided to take his passion to the next level. He packed his bags and enrolled at Grinnell College in Grinnell, Iowa, ready to make his mark in the world of art. Academic success was his forte, but the drama club doors didn't swing open for him. No worries, though, Cooper made a splash with his drawings and watercolor paintings, earning the title of art editor for the college yearbook. Now Cooper, not just buried in textbooks, but basking in the glory of Yellowstone National Park during the summers of 1922 and 1923. He wasn't just a student, he was a tour guide, steering those iconic yellow open-top buses through the beauty of nature. Now it gets interesting in February 1924 when Cooper decided to trade academia for the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A month of job hunting as an artist led him back to Helena, where he showcased his talents by selling editorial cartoons to the local independent newspaper. Autumn brought a new chapter as Cooper's father packed his bags and moved to Los Angeles, a city of dreams. Following his father's call, Cooper joined the Hollywood scene in November 1924. A young man, dreams in his eyes, trying his hand at various jobs until fate led him to 2 friends from Montana working in the world of low-budget Western films. They opened the door to a new adventure, introducing him to rodeo champion J. Slim Talbot, a connection that would last over 3 decades. From film extras to stunt writers, Cooper and Talbot became more than colleagues. They became close friends and hunting companions, forging a bond that would endure the test of time. Enter the romantic stage of Cooper's life as he's formally introduced to his future leading lady, the 20-year-old New York debutante, Veronica Balfe, affectionately known as Rocky. It was a classic Hollywood meet-cute on Easter Sunday in 1933, orchestrated by fate at a party hosted by her uncle, the renowned art director Cedric Gibbons. Now, picture this. Rocky, a Park Avenue belle with finishing school charm, and Wall Street tycoon's stepfather Paul Shields in the mix. The love story unfolds with Cooper and Rocky quietly tying the knot at her parents' Park Avenue residence on December 15, 1933. According to the script of their lives, this union became a turning point for Cooper, guiding him away from past indiscretions and into a newfound sense of control. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Rocky was not just a debutante, she was a powerhouse, sharing Cooper's love for athleticism and the great outdoors. Whether it was riding, skiing, or skeet shooting, they were partners in adventure. While Rocky expertly organized their social affairs, her wealth and social connections opened the doors to New York high society for Cooper. Their love story unfolded in homes across the map, from the sunny vibes of Encino, 1933-36, to the breezy ambience of Brentwood, 1936-53, and the posh retreat in Holmby Hills. Oh, and let's not forget their idyllic vacation spot in Aspen, Colorado, where love blossomed amidst the snowy landscapes from 1949 to 1953. Cooper and Rocky weaving a tale of love, glamour, and a touch of Hollywood magic. Now, let's dive into the captivating saga of Garry and Veronica Cooper's family, where life unfolds like a classic Hollywood tale. Their daughter, Maria Veronica Cooper, graced the scene on September 15, 1937, becoming the canvas for Garry's patient and affectionate parenting skills. From teaching her to ride a bicycle, play tennis, ski, to sharing horseback adventures, Garry was the ultimate hands-on dad. This family trio, with a shared love for art, drawing, and globe-trotting, created a picture-perfect frame as they explored Sun Valley, Idaho, reveled in the charm of Southampton, New York, and jet-set across Europe. But every masterpiece has its twists. In a dramatic turn of events, Garry and Veronica legally separated on May 16, 1951, leading to over 2 years of a delicate family dance with their daughter. However, love found its way back, and in November 1953, Garry moved back into their home, setting the stage for their formal reconciliation in February 1954. Now, before the family saga, let's rewind to Garry's premarital adventures. Picture a young Cooper navigating the Hollywood romance scene with leading actresses. From Clara Bow's career-boosting influence to passionate affairs with Evelyn Brent and Lupe Velez, the romance unfolded like a silver screen script. Marlene Dietrich and Carole Lombard also made brief appearances in his love story during the early 1930s. Post-marriage, fidelity took center stage until the summer of 1942, when the plot thickened with an affair with Ingrid Bergman during the making of For Whom the Bell Tolls. In 1929, while filming The Wolf Song, Cooper began an intense affair with Lupe Velez, which was the most important romance of his early life. During their 2 years together, Cooper also had brief affairs with Marlene Dietrich while filming Morocco in 1930 and with Carole Lombard while making I Take This Woman in 1930 during his year abroad in 1931-32. Cooper had an affair with the married Countess Dorothy D. Frasso, the former Dorothy Cadwell Taylor, while staying at her Villa Madama near Rome. The reel of his love life continued, with Patricia Neal entering the scene in 1948 during the filming of The Fountainhead. The affair, once discreet, became Hollywood's open secret, leading to a confrontation with Cooper's wife. In the tumultuous years that followed, Cooper's romantic escapades were whispered in Hollywood corridors. Grace Kelly, Lorraine Chanel, and Giselle Pascal added their own chapters to the tale, creating a mosaic of love, rumors, and fleeting connections in the cinematic journey of Garry Cooper. Cooper biographers have explored his friendship in the late 20s with the actor Anderson Lawler, with whom Cooper shared a house on and off for a year, while at the same time seeing Clara Bow, Evelyn Brent, and Lupe Velez. Lupe Velez, a key player in this romantic tango, once spilled the beans to Hedda Hopper about Lawler's affair with Cooper. The scene? Velez sniffing for Lawler's cologne whenever Cooper returned home. Velez herself, according to her biographer Michelle Vogel, not only consented to Cooper's interactions with Lawler but insisted on participating in the intrigue. Fast forward to later in life, where the narrative takes a poignant turn. Cooper found solace in the arms of costume designer Irene, declaring the only man she ever loved. A year after Cooper bid farewell to the world in 1961, Irene took a tragic leap from the 11th floor of the Knickerbocker Hotel. Her grief over Cooper's departure was shared with Doris Day in heartbreaking conversations. In Cooper's own words, the essence of satisfaction lay in the simple, free joys of life. Picture him reflecting, "Ever go out in the fall and do a little hunting? See the frost on the grass and the leaves turning? Spend a day in the hills alone or with good companions? Watch a sunset and a moonrise? Notice a bird in the wind? A stream in the woods, a storm at sea, cross the country by train and catch a glimpse of something beautiful in the desert or the farmlands. Free to everybody." A poetic reminder of the beauty found in life's uncomplicated wonders. Enter the captivating tale of Garry Cooper's 20-year friendship with literary giant Ernest Hemingway, a camaraderie forged amidst the picturesque landscapes of Sun Valley in October 1940. A mutual love for the outdoors became the glue of their friendship, leading to years of duck and pheasant hunting, as well as exhilarating ski adventures in the Sun Valley snow. Their connection went beyond shared activities. Hemingway admired Cooper's hunting skills, outdoor expertise, and the alignment of his screen persona with his character off-screen. According to Hemingway, if you made up a character like Coop, nobody would believe it. He's just too good to be true. Their friendship stood the test of time, a testament to the genuine bond they shared. Cooper's social canvas extended far beyond the pages of a book, revolving around sports, outdoor escapades, and intimate dinner gatherings with Hollywood luminaries. As a man of diverse tastes, Cooper reveled in riding, fishing, skiing, and even embraced scuba diving later in life. His love for art and drawing remained unwavering, resulting in a private collection featuring modern masterpieces by Renoir, Gauguin, and O'Keeffe. Picasso himself became a part of Cooper's world in 1956. Reserved and introspective, Cooper's communication style echoed his screen persona, characterized by long silences punctuated with the occasional yup and shucks. Yet, beneath the quiet exterior was a well-informed conversationalist, delving into topics from horses and guns to film production, sports cars, and modern art. Modesty and unpretentiousness defined Cooper, downplaying his acting prowess and career accomplishments. Charming, well-mannered, and thoughtful, Cooper maintained a sense of propriety throughout his career, never exploiting his movie star status. According to his close friend Joel McCrea, Coop never fought, he never got mad, he never told anybody off that I know of. Everybody who worked with him liked him. In the grand tapestry of Hollywood, Gary Cooper's presence was not just iconic, it was a harmonious blend of authenticity, camaraderie, and timeless charm. In the political arena, Gary Cooper didn't just play roles on the silver screen, he was a real-life conservative Republican taking center stage in the political theater of his time. Imagine this, Cooper casting his vote for Calvin Coolidge in 1924, cheering on Herbert Hoover in 1928 and 1932, and hitting the campaign trail for Wendell Willkie in 1940. When Franklin D. Roosevelt aimed for an unprecedented fourth presidential term in 1944, Cooper took a stand, aligning with Thomas E. Dewey and criticizing Roosevelt for what he deemed as dishonesty and the adoption of foreign ideas. In a radio address just before the election, Cooper declared, "Our country is a young country that just has to make up its mind to be itself again." Not just content with words, Cooper made waves in Republican circles. But Cooper's political engagement went beyond ballots and campaigns. He was a founding member of the Motion Picture Alliance for the Preservation of American Ideals, a conservative powerhouse dedicated to preserving the American way of life and staunchly opposing communism and fascism. In 1947, Cooper faced the House Un-American Activities Committee, WAC, testifying against what he perceived as communist ideas infiltrating Hollywood. Fast forward to 1951, during the making of High Noon, where Cooper stood as a defender of screenwriter Carl Foreman, a former Communist Party member. Despite threats of blacklisting and passport loss from fellow Hollywood heavyweights, Cooper publicly supported Foreman, hailing him as the finest kind of American. He even went toe-to-toe with producer Stanley Kramer and director Fred Zinman, threatening to walk off the film if Foreman's name wasn't reinstated. In the political dance of Hollywood, Cooper stood as a principled figure, offering not just words but actions in defense of his convictions. Even in his later years, when offered scripts by Foreman, including notable ones like The Bridge on the River Kwai, The Key, and The Guns of Navarone, Cooper had to decline due to his age. His political and moral compass remained unwavering, a testament to the man who believed in making a stand both on and off the screen. In the intriguing journey of Gary Cooper's spiritual exploration, the plot took a turn that unfolded like a captivating drama. Baptized in the Church of All Saints in the quaint town of Houghton Regis, England, back in December 1911. Raised in the Episcopal Church in the U.S., Cooper's spiritual compass wasn't always in the spotlight during his adult years, yet whispers among friends hinted at a hidden, profound connection to the divine. Raised in the Episcopal Church in the U.S., Cooper's spiritual compass wasn't always in the spotlight during his adult years, yet whispers among friends hinted at a hidden, profound connection to the divine. Fast forward to June 26, 1953, where Cooper embarked on a soul-stirring adventure with his wife and daughter, both devout Catholics. Their destination? Rome, where they found themselves in the presence of none other than Pope Pius XII. A peculiar chapter in their lives, considering Cooper and his wife were still on separate paths. However, this papal encounter set the stage for a gradual reconciliation between the estranged couple. As the years unfolded, Cooper found himself pondering the essence of life and his own actions. The script took an unexpected twist. Discussions about Catholicism entered the scene. Regular church attendance became a newfound ritual, and Cooper delved into spiritual conversations with his family. The turning point arrived on April 9, 1959, as Cooper, surrounded by a small gathering of family and friends, embraced a profound transformation. The Church of the Good Shepherd in Beverly Hills witnessed his baptism into Catholicism, marking a poignant moment in the actor's spiritual odyssey. In the final act of Garry Cooper's life, a poignant series of events unfolded, each moment laden with emotion and grace. On April 14, 1960, he faced the surgeon's scalpel at Massachusetts General Hospital, battling an aggressive form of prostate cancer that had stealthily invaded his colon. A relentless foe, the disease prompted another skirmish on May 31st, leading to further surgery at Lebanon Hospital in Los Angeles in early June to confront a malignant intruder in his large intestine. After a summer of recovery, Cooper orchestrated a retreat to the sun-drenched landscapes of the south of France with his family, a respite before venturing to the UK in the fall for his role in The Naked Edge. December of 1960 saw him immersed in the creation of the NBC television documentary The Real West, part of the network's Project 20 series. As the new year dawned, a shadow loomed over Cooper's world. On December 27, 1960, his wife received the somber news from their family doctor: the cancer had spread its malevolent tendrils to his lungs and bones, an inoperable adversary. Shielding him from this harsh reality, his family chose to withhold the heartbreaking revelation temporarily. On January 9, 1961, amidst a dinner held in his honor by Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin at the Friars Club, Cooper stood among industry friends, expressing pride not in accolades but in the cherished friendships cultivated over the years. In mid-January, he embarked on a poignant sojourn to Sun Valley, a final vacation embraced by familial warmth. Hiking through the snow with Ernest Hemingway, the echoes of camaraderie lingered, unknowingly marking their last shared journey. On February 27th, back in Los Angeles, the truth unveiled itself: Cooper was facing his mortality. In a moment of serene acceptance, he uttered to his family, "We'll pray for a miracle, but if not, and that's God's will, that's all right, too." The circle closed on April 17th as Cooper, confined by illness, watched the Academy Awards unfold on television. A bittersweet scene materialized as his dear friend James Stewart, with heartfelt words, accepted an honorary award on Cooper's behalf, a poignant acknowledgement of a lifetime's achievements. The world learned of Cooper's imminent departure the next day, triggering an outpouring of appreciation and encouragement. Messages, including telegrams from Pope John and Queen Elizabeth II, underscored the profound impact of a life well lived. Even President John F. Kennedy extended a heartfelt telephone call, a testament to the indelible mark Garry Cooper had left on hearts across the globe. In a final testament on May 4, 1961, Garry Cooper uttered profound words: "I know that what is happening is God's will. I am not afraid of the future." As the curtains of life closed, he received the last rites on Friday, May 12th, slipping away quietly the next day. Cooper's resting place became a chapter etched in stone. Laid to rest in the grotto of Our Lady of Lourdes in Holy Cross Cemetery, Culver City, California, his journey found a temporary haven. Yet, the sands of time shifted, and in May 1974, a poignant relocation unfolded. Cooper's remains, accompanied by his family's move to New York, underwent an exodus to find a new sanctuary in Sacred Heart Cemetery in Southampton. A colossal 3-ton boulder from a Montauk quarry stands sentinel, marking the final abode of a cinematic legend. In this tranquil space, Garry Cooper's legacy finds an eternal refuge, a testament to a life well lived.